What is up, y'all? This is what I wish I knew as an incoming freshman. Now, my credentials, I'm a senior. I'm class of 2025. I graduate this year. Shoot, I turn 18 this year. Crazy, man. So those are my credentials. I'm in a bunch of honor societies and in a bunch of clubs. I've done sports. So just to show y'all what my credibility is. Now, I will say that, and I've had two jobs. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, most important or most important thing to first know: do not stress. The stress goes away within a week. I'm telling you, if it's not during the first day or on the second or on the third, within the first 7 days, that nervousness of going to school, high school for the first time, it is gone. Once you get into your groups, you're gonna have friends, you're gonna have um your class schedule, maybe you're gonna forget your class schedule maybe once or twice, just pull it up on your phone. If you need to ask a student or a teacher or whatever, don't be afraid to ask. Just relax. You're a freshman. Everybody is out there to help you, bro. Because everybody who is in that school has been in the same situation as you and knows how it feels to be a freshman. So just to let y'all know, that's number one for the nervousness is gonna go away. Now, number two, probably most important, grades. Think of the levels of high school as a pyramid, right? You need the four levels of a pyramid, right? Because you want this big pyramid to look cool and nice. You got the first pyramid or the first level, which is the base level. That's you. You're the freshman. And then you got the second, which is important too, which is sophomore. And then third, junior, and then at the top is the senior. Notice how freshman year is the biggest one. Now, you may have heard that, oh, junior year is very important. Oh, no, it's sophomore year is very important. Oh, no, it's senior. Let me tell you, they are all equally important. If you fail ninth grade year, if you fail 10th grade year, if you fail 11th grade or 12th, or you get a C here, you get a D here, it doesn't matter because colleges are seeing all that. Maybe senior year, your third and fourth quarter, they're not going to see, but they're gonna see everything. It doesn't matter what grade you're in. If you do bad in one, they're gonna see. Now, I will tell you this. If you're a freshman, I did tell you not to stress, but you need to make sure you're not getting any bad grades, right? You need to make sure you get A's or B's. Don't be someone like some of my friends who, just casually like fail a class their freshman year and said, "Oh yeah, I wasn't locked in that year." No, be locked in. Do not be unlocked. Lock in. Do your assignments, do your homework, focus. Especially since this year is probably going to be the least time consuming year, because by junior year you're gonna have sports, you're gonna have SAT, you're gonna okay, I'm not even gonna get it. Don't even think about that. Don't even gonna think about it. That's gonna stress you out. But make sure, because the base is so important, because that's what sets everything else up. If you have a terrible base, that's going to be pulling you all the way into your college applications and after high school. If you get a D your freshman year, that's going to be pulling your GPA down. It's like an anchor on a ship, bro. It's going to keep pulling you down. So make sure you have a good base. Now, it's your now, I will say this: colleges, if they see not as good grades freshman year, they're gonna say, okay, it's their freshman year, they have difficulty, blah 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 blah. But again, if you're trying to get into good colleges and scholarships and stuff, just have A's and B's. I don't think it's that crazy to do. Maybe one C, okay, but for me, I got, I think, two B's. Or wait, I th- I think I got one B my freshman year, and it was in Spanish. So it was in a different language. Plus, my teacher didn't even grade my final. She didn't grade part of my final. So I always use that as an excuse. Also, if that ever happens, if someone doesn't grade your final or something is missing, speak up. Do not just sit there and let it happen, because that's what I did, bro. I didn't speak up and say, hey, why didn't you grade? You know what I'm saying? So, two or three, I guess. So what do we have first? We had don't be nervous, grades, sports. Oh my God, this is so important. You are in ninth grade. You are a freshman. You can be the most trash, terrible person in your sport, but you're still gonna get in. It is a very high chance that your JV or junior varsity for your school is not even gonna have enough people. So if you go and apply, whether it's, I don't know, what is fall? Fall sports is football, uh I think football, soccer. I don't know. You're gonna have to search it up yourself. It's different everywhere. But ultimately, join sports, bro. I'm telling you. You don't think if you think you don't want to do a sport, let me tell you this. If you're more of an academic weapon and you don't want to do a sport, colleges love to see people who do sports. Even if you're not crazy at it, they're gonna say, "Oh, what did you do during high school?" You can say, "I did a sport." What is a sport? Collaboration. If you get a leader position, you can be like, I was in a leadership position for my team, a captain or whatever. But especially since you're in ninth grade, you're gonna be fine. It's not you. No one is expecting you to be good, and if you are good, perfect. Maybe they'll put you onto varsity, and it'll even be better. It'll be even better for you to put on your scholarships, or even if you're trying to go into a sport, do it. Um, but yeah, just do it. Just like what the Nike symbol, just do it. I'm telling you, bro. Me, I will say as a personal anecdote, I never joined any sport in ninth grade year. To be fair, that was right after COVID, so I feel like I was a little bit nervous about going back into completely the sports scene because I stopped sports for COVID, and now just starting it immediately after was kind of a little crazy to me maybe. Um, but I ended up doing wrestling, football, and even tennis. Me doing tennis. I even did tennis. So you never know, bro. Just try. You'll be fine. You're ninth grade. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. This is something my coach said. If you increase 1% every day, eventually you're gonna be unstoppable. And that's such facts. That's facts. Just 1% every day. Plus, you're gonna have a lot of time. This is the time you have the most time to practice at home, to practice on your own, all that. So yeah, so that's my fourth one. Um, Here I want to pull up the list. I had a list of things I wanted to say. Um, Friends. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So if you're not good at making friends, or maybe you're not even not good, you just I don't know, you just don't make friends for some reason, or you don't have that many friends. I'm telling you, doing the sport is gonna help you get friends, bro. Whatever sport you do, as long as you actually go to the sport, you're gonna have friends no matter what. Because you're gonna be talking to them about the sport. You have the same sport, you have the same sport usually means same passions. You all want to make sure you get to varsity. You want to maybe play after high school, whatever. It's gonna help you get friends. I'm telling you. And y'all gonna struggle together. I'm telling you, I don't think there's one sport where you don't like struggle at least once during the sport. So when you struggle together, that brings true friends, bro. I'm telling you. Another personal story. I don't know if it's specific. I guess it's in general in wrestling, bro. With my friends, bro, oh my god, we've had some tough practices, and I feel like that's made us even more friends since we went through the same experiences. But I'm telling you, doing sports is the easiest way to make friends. I'm telling you, there were people who are literally in my class that I didn't even know. Wrestling starts in the winter, November, right around November. So there were some people in my class I never talked to. They started to do wrestling. I started talking to them. Like it's crazy, and we became like best friends, bro. It's actually crazy. And without wrestling, without sports, I don't think I would have been able to build those type of friendships. Would I have been able to build friendships? Yeah. And without sports, and that leads me into the second one, clubs, or the fourth one, clubs. So if you're doing a club, Model UN, Green Club, I'm just naming some of mine. Um, whatever, diversity club, join clubs. Why not? There's no way that you have no time on your hands that you can't do a club for like what, 30 minutes to an hour after school. If you don't have transportation, okay, I understand that. But yeah, so you'll be able to make friends in clubs too. That's what I did. I made some friends in Model UN. Who else? Who else? What, I honestly didn't do that many clubs because I will tell you, sports gets in the way. Now, it's not like you can join a club and then do a sport and quit the club. Kind of, you can do a club and then do a sport. It's fine. I honestly, I don't think clubs, unless it's very exclusive, like our Model UN wasn't as intense as it was in the past. So they didn't really care if you were to, drop in or whatever. So yeah, just see what the vibe of the club is. If you see maybe someone from your class there, maybe join and, become friends, whatever. And that kind of leads me into the transportation portion. Get your permit. Now, you've probably been thinking, "Oh my god, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna drive." It's most likely if you're in ninth grade. If you're even taking the class or you're getting your permit, I gotta clap it up for you. Cause there's some friends I know that don't even have their permit or don't even have their provisional or whatever as seniors, bro. So I gotta clap it up to you. That is a GG for you, or good job for you. So I recommend just taking the permit test. Now, what I did is I actually took the class. This wasn't even in ninth grade. So if you're in freshman year, you don't have to. You can wait until 10th grade. But I'm telling you, if you're getting into sports, you're not gonna have time because taking the permit test, you usually gotta study for a little bit. Some people can just study the night before, take it, and they're good. So if you're one of those people, you can do that. Just don't waste your time. Like maybe study a little bit, like just to make sure at least, even if you're a good test taker. But what I did is there's an online class. I took an online class and then after it, I took the test because you have to take, at least for my state, figure out for your state. I don't know about your state because you're not where I am. But for me, you have to take like a class for like a week or 2 weeks. And then you have to have permit. And then you take the driver's test and get your provisional. You have to have your permit for like 9 months. So I think for most places, you have to have your permit for like 9 months at least or some sort of months. So get your permit first. It's like for me, it's 25 questions, so it's not even crazy. So if you do that your ninth grade year, you follow up 10th grade year with getting your provisional, taking the in-person driving test. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be one of the earliest people to even have their license. You might have it 10th grade year. And I know some people who have that, and I know they're chilling. They're able to drive to their sports practice whenever they want. They don't have to ask their parents. Obviously, you have to ask to go out, but they don't have to be a hassle to their parents. So honestly, it's just a very good thing to have. Um, Other than that, let me check my list again. I'm just checking, making sure. Um, PSAT. So PSAT, you're gonna take it. Now the word SAT, you've probably seen it, whether it's you're on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or friends or older siblings. You've probably heard about it, and it gives you that. Oh my God, SAT. Let me tell you, the PSAT. Don't even worry about it. If you want to study, I mean, you can. I don't even know if there's even any scholarships for ninth graders who get a really high score on the PSAT. If you want to, you can, but ultimately, I don't think any of my friends, including some people who are they just reviewed maybe a couple of days before. You don't have to study a whole month, so don't even worry about that. The ninth grade PSAT, it's gonna have some stuff that you probably haven't even learned yet because it's gonna have geometry, algebra 2, trig. It's gonna have a bunch of stuff you don't even know. So I wouldn't even tackle it to study, honestly. If you want to, go ahead. But yeah. Um, so yeah, that's it. Let's see. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think. Huh. Um, okay. But as a last note, if there's anything I want to reiterate, it is this. Do not fail your class this freshman year. Do not fail. Do not fail. Do not fail. Do not fail. If you think a C is good, no. Get a B, get an A. Get B's and A's, get B's and A's, or get A's, all A's. Do not fail because that's going to take your GPA and it's going to be like an anchor, slowly pulling it down. All right. So make sure that your freshman year, you're just locked. You don't have to. This is gonna be the first time you're locking in. Like really locking in. So it's fine if you unlock sometimes, but overall, just make sure that you have at the end of the year good. make sure you learn the GPA, the QPA system. Um GPA is grades. It doesn't involve honors, statistics. If you get all A's, that's a 4.0. QPA is weighted, so if you take a GT, it's going to increase. If you take honors, it's going to increase. If you take standard, it's going to be kind of decrease. It's not going to decrease, but um, standard gives you some points. Honors gives you a little more points, and GT gives you a lot of points. And AP and GT for me, at least, is the same in our school. So learn that. But yeah, that's about it. I really do hope y'all enjoy, and I even if you didn't enjoy, I hope you learned something. But yeah, that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed, and peace.